A real-life example this week is a business owner whom I've come to enjoy working with. Very entrepreneurial, very intuitive and smart. Started a business years ago, and as the years went on, ended up not only purchasing one competitor slash complementary business maybe, but he also purchased a second one. So in his given marketplace, he owns now 3 businesses that his one customer, so if they had one customer, they were going to sort of 3 places to get the 3 services or products that they needed. He was able to purchase those 3 companies, bring them somewhat all together, and now doesn't control the market, but certainly has his hands around it. And it's been exciting to watch from the sidelines. We had a chance to broker some financing for them last year. This year, with their latest acquisition, now we're looking at doing some cleanup. And the reason for that is, like most businesses that are starting out or don't have, maybe they're not in the financial position that they need to be in order to go directly to the bank to get financing. We're here he borrowed money from his personal net worth. So he got some mortgages and some loans and used his personal credit and net worth to push money into the businesses that then pushed the money to go and make these other acquisitions. So now the acquisitions are over, but his personal resources are totally drained. The 3 companies all generate great revenue, great net income, but he's still sorting out, they've just moved to a new facility to try and bring these 3 businesses under one roof. And so cash, for a business owner, cash is always tight, but in this particular case, it's especially tight. And so the work that we're going to be doing here over the next couple of months will be to take these 3 businesses, get them the right financing that each of them need in order to be able to perform properly, and hopefully maybe deleverage his personal net worth a little bit so that him and his family, in fact, can breathe a sigh of relief. For us, it's pretty typical to see this. We often see that business owners will leverage their personal net worth to make something happen, and that's not a bad thing. But if you don't have a plan for getting your net worth back, then that produces problems. And entrepreneurs, God bless them, being what they are, they tend to act first and think later. And in this particular business situation, the business owner made a very conscientious decision to say, I need to purchase these companies because I'm more interested in grabbing the marketplace than I am spending a lot of time overanalyzing the deal. And the trade-off for that is that he paid a lot for the money he needed by virtue of having to leverage his personal net worth, and now has to spend a bunch of time trying to figure out, okay, how do I get the right financing and kind of what financing is involved. In addition to seeing that business owners tend to jump first and think later, he also has a flat management style, which means everybody reports up to him. So for our team to get the information that we need to package up his requests and get them out to the marketplace, we have to rely on him. And so what happens is 1 week turns into 2 weeks, turns into 1 month, maybe even 2 months. And so if you're a business owner and you find yourself in this position, I would strongly encourage you to delegate down the information gathering exercise to somebody else on your team that can get it to the people that they need to. And this isn't purely for efficiency, but the reality is that in the case of this client, every week that goes by, the interest clock continues to tick at a rate that is double digits when you take kind of all of the money that he's borrowed and figure out how much it's cost him. But it's double digits. It's costing him real cash. It's also costing him stress and angst and frustration. And so don't let that happen to you if you're a business owner. Make sure that if you're going to jump and not think about it till after the fact, that you have somewhat of a plan or a line of sight to how you're going to ultimately have the pieces picked up. And if you don't have a plan for that, then make sure you've got some people around you that are able to help put those pieces together. And of course, at mlenow.ca, we could be one of those people.